Alright, my friends, coming to you from Pattaya Beach, Thailand. So I take you for a walk around, just to show you around the sights here. And you know, they've done a lot of work on this beach to expand it out, and you know, continually trying to improve the place here in Pattaya. So I got to commend everybody involved for that. You know, the beach here is not exactly a perfect beach. I mean, this is really not where you want to come swim and go snorkeling. And it's, any beach close to a big city, it's not going to be like crystal clear water. But if you want to come out here and get in one of these beach chairs and hang out and just chill and relax, well, it is perfect. And then you got the speedboats here, take you around to the islands, well, wherever you want to go. And today I don't see any parachutes in the air, but basically straight ahead out there, and it's so bright I can barely see, but the barges out there is where you go out there to parasail. So usually there's 20 parachutes in the sky full of the Chinese tourists pulling them around. But this is just a look around Pattaya Beach, and right here in front of me is Central Festival, one of the malls. I'm going to take you guys for a walk from basically right here, Soi 8, right here next to Central Festival. We're just going to walk down the beach, and then take you for a walk down Walking Street. And so I'm just a little walking tour, and we may come back out tonight later on for some action and check out Walking Street at night. But we were over here eating at Sailor Bar on Soi 8, and I'm gonna head out, and I said, all right, let's just do a quick walking tour during the day here on the beach, just to show everybody around if you've never been here. And so here we go. So I'm gonna turn the camera around, and we're just gonna walk down the beach here, my friends. I want to thank everybody for joining me on my channel. And if you're not a subscriber, click that little Overstay Road sign. Love to have you as a subscriber friend here on my channel. And I'm hoping that the wind noise is not too bad. It's a little windy, and I do have the plug ordered for this DJI Osmo Pocket, where I can click in a external microphone. So I'm waiting for that thing to catch up with me to improve the audio on this little gym. So here we go, folks. I'm gonna turn the camera around. And folks, the weather here in Thailand is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, you just cannot complain about the weather over here in Southeast Asia. I mean, how can you complain about it? It's just beautiful. And it's a nice leisurely walk underneath these shade trees down through here. But I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty warm out. Oh, Pattaya Beach, when you read the sign right there, smoke free. I can't remember when all that stuff broke down, but a year ago, sometime in there. No more smoking on the beach. I'm not a smoker, so it don't affect me. And there's a little Irish bar called Mulligan's, Irish pub and restaurant right here in front of Central. And you also got the Hilton Hotel, which is on top of Central. It did come a little rain earlier, but it was just a quick rain. It didn't really flood anything out. And we rode the motorbikes over to get us something to eat. And we got there like just as the rain was coming. So we got a little bit wet, but kind of perfect timing. We got there, come a big rain while we were eating, and then it was over with. You know, sort of like Miami weather. All right, some sort of hacky sack. I don't know the name of that there thing, but looks like a form of hacky sack. Now, folks, I'm gonna just talk. You know, well, that's all I do for my videos. I just start running my mouth, but you know, historically, all the ladies of the night that hang out here on Beach Road underneath the coconut trees, they call them coconut girls. And the reason they call them coconut girls is, I mean, if you ask them, hey, where you work, they just say the coconut bar. In other words, they don't work at no bar or go-go. They just hang out underneath these trees. And Pattia's changed a lot, folks. I mean, used to, you walk down this road, it wasn't nothing but girls. Now it's families and, you know, different, it's just totally different atmosphere than even 10 years ago. But you do still have some coconut girls hanging out here. And one of the reasons I'll talk about them is because you come down through here like I'm doing, talking to a camera. Yeah, coconut girls don't really like you filming. So just be cognizant of that. You're over here doing some videoing or some photoing or stuff like that. You don't want to cause any ruckus. Ooh, look at that beautiful view. All the boats out there. You know, and you go up to any of these rooftops. All right, now we got one parachute out there in the air. But you go up to any of these rooftops, and it's just a beautiful view. Like if you're staying at that Holiday Inn back there, down there Soi 2, and you're facing this way, it's just a beautiful view overlooking this bay with all the boats, the parachutes in the air, the Pattaya sign over there. Just a beautiful, beautiful view. Plenty of fresh coconuts. And over to my left, a little subway, and there's a Pattaya dive center. Dive center Pattaya. And I've never went diving with any of these groups here, so I can't recommend them or recommend any. I don't know anything because I've never been diving. But that dive center's been there for a long time. So if you're into scuba diving, you might want to check that place out. Now, folks, the island over there in the background is Koh Larn. All us foreigners say Koh Larn, but it's actually, you know, pronounced Koh Larn. And, you know, when we get down to the end down here, I'm going to show you how to get over to Koh Larn. It's basically like 30 baht. It's like right at $1 to get over to this island. And it's busy on the weekends, I'll be honest with you. It's a busy place. I don't remember the current numbers, the latest numbers that they were quoting, but there's, you know, a lot of folks daily basis go over to Koh Larn. And the water over there is beautiful. I like to go on the I guess it's the backside. It's Thai Beach, I think it is. But if you want to go snorkeling for the day or chill out on a really nice beach and chill in some beautiful water, okay, yeah, this is not perfect. This is not ideal for that. But all you got to do is spend $1 and get over to that island, and then it is ideal for that. So a lot of people, you know, they come to Pattaya Beach and say, oh, the beach isn't very nice. Well, yeah, but it's a real simple solution. You know, spend $1 and go. I mean, you know, there's all kind of resorts on Koh Larn. There's hotels, resorts. You can go over there and stay if you want to. But even if you're, you know, you got a hotel here in Pattaya, you can take a good day trip over there, and you know, go snorkeling, go swimming. Great time over there. Really, what's a good trip is just to go over there, spend the night, and come back. You know, just take a backpack, even if you're staying here in a room. Go over there, chill out on the beach all day, lay out under the stars for a while, get you a cheap room over there, and then come back the next night. Good little overnight trip. It's just kind of a lazy day. Sort of like the calm before the storm. Today is Saturday. And folks, right over here to the left is Tahitian Queen. It's the oldest bar, oldest go-go in the city since, what is it again, 1978 I think it is. And folks, let's see, it's Pattaya's oldest bar, still the best is what it says. But basically, if you're looking for an afternoon joint, okay, this spot right here, that is the best afternoon spot right there. Air conditioning is always cold beer. Everybody in there is friendly. So I really enjoy anybody that meets up with me over here. I always take them to the Tahitian Queen. It's one of my spots. And nobody's ever complained about it, so. As if you've seen in my previous video, over here to the left is the Hooters. And I like it because of the band. And I'm just making the assumption, I haven't been there like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. So I'm making the assumption that the band is still there, and we're gonna go tonight and we're gonna find out. So I like it. It's good people watching, sitting up there. And they got some happy hour prices, but the main draw for me is the band, the Filipino band. Filipino band plus one American guy, the drummer. They do a great job in there. And folks, if you're not familiar, we do have the holiday called Songkran coming up. And so we're going to be here during Songkran. And I didn't even actually plan it that way. Like I said, when I booked the tickets and went to plan out this trip, I had totally forgot that it was Songkran, because I've been over in the Philippines. Songkran is basically the world's biggest water fight, and if you've never been to Songkran, I highly recommend you come during Songkran and check it out. But it's one of those things where after one day, that's enough. And when you live here, if you're staying here during that whole time frame, the holiday gets older and older. Not older, it gets longer and longer. It's like Christmas, how Christmas is, crept into Thanksgiving. So after a week of people throwing water and powder on your head, you get tired of it. And to be honest, for me, it should be like a one-day deal, because it's a great time for one day. After that, you're tired of it. So a lot of us expats and world travelers and people hanging out over here, we actually use Songkran as, the time to go somewhere else. Just to get away from the madness. it's kind of like a week-long New Year's Eve is what it's kind of turned into. It's just craziness every day. But we are here, and we will make the best of it. And DJI is supposed to have a waterproof housing for this little camera that I use. But like most of their accessories, they haven't come out with it yet. But I guess we'll just film on the iPhone during the melee, you know, since it's waterproof. That lady's laughing at my little camera. Partying down. Drinking her beer, chilling, having a great time. And the water out there is just beautiful, calm today, even with a little bit of breeze coming through. Every now and then with this little camera, you got to like double click the button to recenter the camera. But I hope that the footage is good, because it seems to be. I mean, it's a great little gimbal. I mean, from my perspective, it's good, stable footage. The bad thing for me is I have to hold this camera. The bad thing for me right now is I have to hold this right up to my mouth to get the good audio. But I think so far it's working out real well. And I've also swapped back to, we're shooting 4K. And I usually shoot 24 frames, but what I figured out is these walking tours. This gentleman's feeding the pigeons. What I figured out with these walking tours is that there's just way too much movement. There's too much panning, left, right, up, down. You really need the 60 frames. And so even though I like the 24 frame look with the walking tours, I think it's a better product for you if I shoot in 60. And I know that doesn't mean some people don't even know what I'm talking about. I understand that, but camera buffs, whatever. Bad thing about shooting in 60, man, it's a pain editing this stuff, because the files are so big, you know, doing the editing and then burning the final product and then uploading. Folks, if you want to shoot 4K 60, you better have a good computer, a good graphics card, and you better have some badass Wi-Fi to upload it, because it's just a different animal. Okay, so we're coming up here, folks. Right here on my right is a Pattaya Beer Garden. And it's one of my favorite restaurants in the world. When I'm here in Pattaya, and it's right over there to the right on the water. That's another place that I always bring people. Beer's cold. They got the beer's actually on coolers of ice. It's reasonable prices, and all the food there is good. You know, if you're not into Thai food, they got sandwiches, hamburgers. I mean, everything there is good. So if you got a picky eater, or you got a mixed group of folks, some people like Thai food, some people don't want Thai food, Pattaya Beer Garden is a good option. And great view over there. Oh shit, who's got killed? So any of the like the festivals, like Loy Krathong, whatever, that's premium real estate over there, because it's such a great place to view the fireworks, and it's hard to get a table. They do though. Well, historically, it's basically first come, first serve. during the, like fireworks shows and stuff like that. So the tables are first come, first served. So what people do is just pay some kid to sit out there from the morning time and hold the table down. It's just prime real estate during those types of events. And folks are coming up on the world famous walking street. And for some reason, the walking street sign is still down. I don't know the story behind it. I don't know the politics or why the sign's not working. But it's pretty much always worked. I guess up until a year ago, maybe 6 months. I can't remember. But the walking street sign is kind of out of commission. Now look, if you're going to the Pattaya Beer Garden, what you do is just walk down through here. Just head out right through there. That's the Pattaya Beer Garden, right behind all these little beer bars. And you walk down through there. The girls are always hollering at you, but just keep walking even if you're shy. Head on back to that Pattaya Beer Garden restaurant. That's where you need to go. Now, folks, again, it's a Saturday afternoon. It's about, 3:30, somewhere in there. And so this is calm before the storm of a Saturday night. And we'll just mosey down through here. And just give you a look around this spot before the party begins. And there's a place called the Stones House right there. Got live music. Okay, now we're going to count 7-Elevens, all right? And there's one. We just passed one 7-Eleven. And I'll lose count. I always do. But I want you to count 7-Elevens on Walking Street. How many 7-Elevens are there on Walking Street? There's some seafood. Check out them lobster tails right there, my friends. It's excuse me, thank you. Beautiful little seafood spot. Another bar with a band. Pattaya, what is this called? Rock Street. Okay. And you got various go-go bars. And folks, I'm so far out of the game here. Here's another seafood place right here, just cooking it right there on the coals, right there on the grill. And so it's just now getting fired up too. This gentleman right here.
Pattaya.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, Pattaya.
Yeah, Pattaya. Okay. No, thank you, my friend. My crap. Just figured I'd give that gentleman a plug. Here's a Lighthouse, a go-go. And what we got here? Rich, a go-go, coming soon. And this is Soy 14. Up there, a Dollhouse, a Windmill Club, Sugar Baby, a go-go. And folks, you'll have these gentlemen walk up to you with the flyers and everything. Just tell them no thank you. This is the Frog Bar Complex. And there's 12 bars in there, 18 bars, something like that. They got pool tables in the back. It's kind of a low-key hangout. And you're kind of missing Panda, a go-go. Fahrenheit. And like I said, folks, I'm so far out of the game. Hello, my friends. Swadee krap. Hello. Got some live seafood here. Looks like grouper. Yeah. Got grouper, blue crab, river prawns. Folks, check out them prawns. Hold on. All right, hold on, I had it off. So you check out these grouper, check out these prawns right here. Okay, so back underway. And you got Soy 15 right here. Family Mart. And this is the candy shop over here. Let me just turn back around. Fahrenheit, folks. Yeah, I don't know anything about these go-go's anymore. I got one that I go to. Oh, hold on, I gotta stop because of the music. All right, I had to get past the music, and see, that's when you're running a YouTube channel, you have to be very cognizant about music in the background, or your video get demonetized or potentially get a copyright strike. So you gotta shy away from the music, and that's another reason why it's all right. The guitar. Gentleman playing the guitar. Got a great voice too. Should probably sit there and record him. Yeah, but the music coming from the bars, you know, the YouTube's gonna jack you up on the copyright issue. All right, folks. Now right here, just to look around, this is Lucifer. Now this left side over here is like the front bar, and then the main bar is in the back. And this was our favorite club that throughout the years, that's always been our favorite place. But they did revamp it and they redid it. So it's, if you were here 10 years ago, it's not like the old Lucifer. But back in the day, Lucifer was the place to go. I mean, it still is, but it was a lot different 10 years ago. And now they've redid it. It's really nice in there. Really nice. You know, it used to look like caverns and, well, Lucifer, you know, looked like the walls of hell, I guess. All right. So there's construction going on this block right here. There's wildcats that go down that way. Now right here up these stairs was it Galaxy Showgirls. It's that's where all the Russian girls dance. So if you're into Russian girls, blonde hair, pasty skin type girls like that, that's where all the white chicks are, the white skinned girls. Here's a Heart Rock. Okay, and here's just a little area right here where they just, I call it fake Muay Thai. They do little Muay Thai exhibitions, but it's not real. This gentleman was just offering us, he had a flyer to go to a shooting range. So if you're into, you know, want to shoot some guns, they do have ranges here. I've never been to any. But that is an option if you're you know, into that type of activity. Now we just passed Linda Beer Bar on the right, and it's been there a long time, and it's a ladyboy bar. So if you're looking for you know, if you're looking for ladyboys, you need to go to Linda Beer Bar. It's right there on the right. We just passed it. All right, got a doner kebab place down here. Little spot. It actually smells pretty good right there. I forgot to count 7-Elevens. So you always lose track. And I think this is Insomnia iBar. It's one of the more popular places, but it's never been my cup of tea. I always like Lucifer over iBar or Insomnia. And you got coconuts, fresh coconut ice cream. And here's another, this is a Simon. So you got a bunch of little bars in here. It's kind of like the Frog Bar. You got 12, 14 bars back in there, some pool tables. here's another seafood place. You know, Thailand, the food is fresh. And take a look at this. Look at this spread over here. My goodness. You just gotta marvel at this. Look at this. All right, just trying to get in everybody's way here. Hello. That's a fish spa. You put your feet down in there and the fish eat the skin off your toes and your feet. And if you've never done it before, it's just like little jolts of electricity when those things get after you. And they do it by like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. If you're gonna do it, you don't need more than 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, there's McDonald's here. Still got the good old McDonald's. But yeah, the fish spa, if you got really sensitive skin, I'd have to recommend you don't do that fish spa because, hold on, here's a Russian joint right here. If you got really sensitive skin, I recommend you do not do the fish spa because I've seen some people like really have their feet kind of break out. And you don't want that when you just got here on vacation. All right, so we'll walk around these folks. Ooh, almost getting run over. So I'm not sure what this place right here. This is the Nasha Club, biggest Indian nightclub. And that's upstairs. So I'm not sure if that construction was part of that Indian nightclub or that's something new. And over on the left is the Windy Inn Hotel. You got some fresh coconuts. She's chopping up some fresh durian. And folks, it is a warm afternoon. Loving it. And this place right here is called Rasputin Russian Club and Dining. And again, if you've never been to Pattaya, there's a large Russian population as far as our tourism and people taking up residence here. So there's obviously a bunch of Russian restaurants and bars and clubs. So right here in front of me where this Indian restaurant sign is, Happy Singh, this is a mixed discotheque. And back in the day, I used to go to Mix every now and then. But I haven't been there in a long time. And then this is a little kind of swank, kind of like, Ocean View, what's it called? Bali Hai by the sea, seafood. But it's, I guess, use the word expensive, that's very subjective, but it's definitely not local prices. I can't remember what the sign said, but it's, what was it, 800 baht a plate, something, a buffet, whatever it is, I can't remember, but I just remember it ain't cheap. Now where we're coming up to right here is Bali Hai Pier. So if you're going to Koh Larn, you want to go to the island, just walk this way. Now, you know, I've done videos before and I can't even remember if one of my videos, I think I had the information about it in another video. But these boats over here that run to Koh Larn, unless they've changed it, you can just walk out to the boat and pay on the boat. Or right when you're getting on the boat, it's like 30, 35 baht, whatever it is. Or you can come into this building over here and get your tickets. Now, if you're going from Pattaya to Hua Hin on that Royal passenger liner, now the sign says up there. Okay, I've never taken that ferry, so it would kind of be premature for me to say that 100% that's where you go, but I'm reading the sign. That's apparently where you go to buy those tickets for the ferry from here to Hua Hin. And if you're coming on the weekends, okay, it's there's a lot of traffic going over to the island on the weekends. And you're also competing with the Chinese tour groups. And you can spot the Chinese tour groups by the little flag. They all follow a flag around. And so when you intermingle with a Chinese tour group, we call them the Great Wall of China, because they're not very considerate of other people. And you're not going to get through the Great Wall of China when they're following a flag. I mean, you can just watch how these people interact with everybody else. They just come plowing through like a bulldozer. Everybody else just kind of has to get out of their way. Exercise patience around my Chinese brethren, because they're going to follow that flag and they're oblivious to the feelings of others, and that's just the way it is. All right, so I'll give you a look around. All right, now this place has changed immensely since I was in here last. And so I'll try to go down to the next building and just keep walking. Take you down this way. Just see what's over on this side. And folks, that's what happens when you travel and you don't come back to a place for a while. Everything changes. You know, and if you haven't been to Pattaya in 10 years, you're going to remember that this used to be the boat yard right here. Okay, before, this was nothing but boats parked all the way around this thing. Then they started building this condo here. Now it's apparently back under construction. I don't want to talk about the politics of that thing. But what they did do, they evicted all of the boats out of here. And now you've got this nice open park, walking space, what have you. And all the boats had to get the hell out. So they either get moored out here in the bay, or a lot of them were taken over to Jomtien. They pull them out at night with some tractors and they park them in lots over there. Okay. So we'll just continue this on down to the end of the pier. And you know, before you went in this building and got your tickets, and you could decide which beach you were going to. But I don't know. Now it might be as simple as just you come down here and read the sign on the boat. Well, that's what I'm here to find out. And you can commission these speedboats. You know, if you got a group, you got a crew of ladies, whatever, you got money, you can commission these speedboats to take you over to the islands, and they'll wait on you, bring you back. But just make sure you negotiate very carefully with these captains of the speedboat. Make sure you know exactly what you're getting. And like one time we commissioned this guy. He left us over there on the beach and obviously went and tried to make money. Well, when we got tired and got ready to go, the guy's nowhere to be found. And so we weren't cool with that, because we commissioned the guy for the day, and he just took off. Oh, I'll be right back or something like that. And he wasn't on our schedule, and we thought that he was supposed to be. So if you negotiate with him, you need to be as specific as you can be, so you know what you're getting. Make sure you negotiate it up front. But here you go. So this is the speedboat pier number 2, and it looks like we got some rescue officials over there on standby. Folks, I'm almost wishing we did not walk down here, because I'm getting so damn burnt right now. Sorry about the audio, but this gentleman's bags, his little backpack's making so much racket. Folks, I want to say again, thanks for joining me. You know, these little low-key walking tours helps me get out and around and see what's changed, what's going on. And yeah, they're long, but you know, some of my videos, my viewers are elderly. They're in nursing homes. They're not mobile. They can't get out. They're never going to be able to come and walk where I'm walking. And they got plenty of time to watch videos. And so I just take them. I'm just taking you along with me. Yeah, it's low key, low impact. But I do have viewers that really appreciate this, because they just can't get here. And if you're just sitting back in that nursing home right now, hey, you just walked the same place at the same speed and saw the same things that I'm seeing. And I want to thank you for riding along with me. And boat number 9. And we'll just kind of look at the sign over here. Okay, so here's the schedule right here. This particular boat departs from Pattaya. There's your times right there. And I'm shooting 60 frames. It's about a 30-minute boat ride. And it's 30 baht for one person. So you just come down here 7, 10, 12, 2, 3:30, 5, and 6:30, leaving Pattaya. The last boat back from Koh Larn is 6 o'clock. So if you don't catch this boat by 6, you're going to be looking for another boat or a hotel room. Or you could pay a speedboat and get an express. Okay, and this is another boat right here, or is this the same one? It's so bright I can't tell. It looks like some different times, but you're looking at 30 baht. 30 baht, basically less than $1. And all these boats, they've all got life jackets. You know, in the past there's, been some incidents, but with those incidents came a lot of increased safety over here. And so you're not going to get on one of these boats without life jackets. They've got life jackets. They got fire extinguishers. You go to the Philippines, not so much. But here, at least in this town, you can pretty much, if you get on a boat, sorry, let me center this. Pretty much, folks, if you get on a boat here, it's got the safety equipment, and if anything happens, you've got rescue folks on standby. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, but through growing pains, you know, this place is really improved, and they're up to speed. And I'm not saying there won't be another mishap, but there's a lot of things that have been put in place over the years to improve the safety of these boats around here. And I would say this: if I had a choice to either ride the slow boat that I just showed you for $1, that's a lot safer than taking a speedboat because of the speed. You know, speed is what usually causes chaos in any type of accident. So if you ask me what should you take, just take the 30 baht boat. That's what I would do, and that's what I do. But back in the day when I had a lot more money, we always commissioned them speedboats. All right, folks, that's your look around here. That's your look around. Looks like we got a whole crew headed over for a Saturday night on the island. It's almost making me wish I was going. Almost makes me wish that I just get on that boat right now, go spend Saturday night on the island. Spontaneity. All right, folks, I want to thank everybody for joining me on this little walking tour. But it's time to roll out. I'll see you guys on the next video. Maybe we come back and walk the street tonight, I'm not sure. Thanks for joining me, my friends. Seeing a lot of traffic, folks. Usually when you see the officers like this getting ready to shut down intersections, there's a government motorcade coming through, either government or royal. It looks like we're going to make it through before we get shut down.